Okay. For a minute there, I didn't think I had enough lighting in here. I'm a few minutes late because I couldn't get my other computer to work at all. And now I've got this one. I think I am going to turn the light on. Oh. Okay. There we go. Not sure if I'll have anybody come in. This is a hard time of the year for everybody. I'm sure people got tons of things to do. So I'm just going to start telling you what's going on around here. And let you know that I'm having trouble putting up videos because I don't have a computer that I can actually do it on properly, and I'm not really fond of the videos that are coming out on my phone, even though I may still do some of them. Just very disheartening because I love the program that I was using on the laptop, and well, you know how that goes. Can't even get the laptop to come on properly right now. And so I'm struggling with fatigue, severe fatigue all the time now. I take my B12 shots and I'm doing better, but today it's just really, really hard. Good morning, Barb. It is, let's see, perfect weather for me to be out and working in the garden, but I just don't have any energy whatsoever. It's 65 degrees here, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it is an overcast, but hey, I don't get as much sunburn that way. So how are you doing, Barb? Sorry I was late. I was trying to get the other computer to come up so I'd be more comfortable, but it didn't work. Doing better, had the crud than shingles. Oh no, I knew you had the crud and I was praying about that, but I don't remember you telling me you had shingles. That's just sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my. I imagine you're cold there where you're at too, so that's not even helping with that too. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stay on here today. So I started a thankful video, but I didn't get to finish it because I got sidetracked. I got so run down, I guess, from the crud that shingles came on. Yeah, that's what happens when your body's like having some type of flare from something that makes you ill. The shingles do pop out. I've had lots of people tell me that. Um, and I never did get that understood. Is it once you've had chicken pox you get the shingles, or if you haven't had chicken pox you get the shingles? I couldn't remember. I know it has something to do with chicken pox, but I get it all confused. Hey Susan, how are you today, honey? I'm not really sure how that works out. So, my garden is looking absolutely gorgeous. It's a little overgrown with weeds, and I need to get out there and work on that, but just don't have any energy at all. So, I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed or if I'm gonna try and take my shot early and just see if I can muddle through the day. I don't know. I could go right back to sleep and just sleep and sleep and sleep. Maybe if I make me some coffee or something, maybe that'll help too. I don't know. Yeah, it's the chicken pox virus lays dormant in your body, then flares up as shingles. I'm kind of wondering why, because it does happen with different things, why it hasn't happened to me. Because I've got all these health issues, and I'm just wondering, okay, so when is this going to flare its nasty head at me? How bad did you have them? Do you have them, or do you still have them, or did you get rid of them? What's going on with that, Barb? Sorry, guys. I just feel rough. They have vaccine for it, but it didn't work. I thought about doing the vaccine when all this uh, heart attack and cancer and all that flared up. And then I thought, I know how I was whenever I had. They kind of made me take a flu vaccine one time. when I worked in the home care um, company, and it made me sicker than a dog. So I said, I don't think I want to do that. And I know for a fact that, my Linda had the pneumococcal pneumonia shot because she was susceptible to getting pneumonia from somebody really quickly and easily. But it didn't take away the fact that she could still get pneumonia, but it just took away that one strain or whatever it is. So I was totally floored at how many people don't realize that when they get the pneumonia shot, they're not getting a shot to protect them from all pneumonias. They think that they'll never get pneumonia again, and that's not the case. I'm mending now, just so run down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Be in my prayers. It just seems like a lot of us have been sick lately. And it may be just because of our age too, the older we get, the more things happen to us. So, I have been on Zillow or whatever you want to call it, looking for property. I thought I found one this morning. I was so excited till I found out it was an HOA. Perfect price. Just absolutely frustrated. I've been enjoying your video. I can't tell the difference between the two. Kathy, I think there's something going around causing fatigue and just not feeling well. Wow. Yeah, I need to get out there and make some video. Finish up the video that I started the other day of being thankful. Thank you, Susan. So please pray with us really hard. David and I are really, really convinced that it's the best move for us because hubby never caught the crud so much for being so contagious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Barb. I know people that are in the same house with other people and just never have got it. So my brother-in-law, my sister's home, she got home the other day, and then my brother-in-law came in last night from their funeral. My brother-in-law's son passed away in his sleep. And so I was talking with my neighbor out there, and let's see. First, I was talking to him the first day, and he said that he got the pneumonia shot. And I said, Chris, you don't realize that pneumonia shot doesn't keep you from getting all the pneumonias. And he's like, no, I didn't know that. He said, I thought it kept me from getting pneumonia. I said, no, honey, you can still get pneumonia. There are different strains, just like the flu. You've got different strains. They don't cover it. It don't cover it all. And even if it covers it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. And then later on, I was talking to her before they left, and she and I were talking about the shots and stuff like that, and how many people that are in their 30s just dropping dead from those shots. It's scary as can be. And her husband never had any issues with their heart. And now both of them have heart issues in less than I want to say it was less than 3, maybe it could have been up to 6 months, but it was very short time between the two of them. They both got heart problems now. And it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, I just keep hearing so many people that have issues from that crud shot. You take care of your health. We can watch replays, dear friend. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just think I'm gonna head to bed and just maybe get some extra sleep. I don't know. I have so much work to do outside and inside. I'm in the middle of boxing up everything in the house on this end because even though, in the kitchen and dining room, because I don't want any of this drywall dust and everything to get into anything. So I've got a ton of work to do and a ton of work outside that I need to get done. We haven't even done anything on the aviary. So, yeah. I don't know. There was more than one kind of pneumonia. That's interesting. Okay, so this is how I found out about pneumonia years ago when my Linda got sick. I don't know. I think pneumococcal is like a contagious pneumonia. So anyways, what happened was, and I always believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything, God allows things to happen for a reason for good in all things. And I was blessed with many more years because this happened to us. Linda was around some kids at school, one young man in particular who had been carrying her up and down the stairs. And he had walking pneumonia and didn't know it. And he got very sick from it. She got sick from it and ended up in the hospital. And they told us she was in there for like three days, I think. I don't remember. So many days. And they said, we have exhausted everything we can for your daughter. If we don't send her to Arnold Palmer, she will die within hours tonight. David and I was like, do whatever you got to do. Take care of my baby, So they flew her over to Arnold Palmer. And it's very, very bizarre that our hospital did not do this. When you have pneumonia, they have to treat the pneumonia that you have with specific antibiotics. It's not a broad spectrum where you can just give them anything that will kill pneumonia. You have to find out what strain of pneumonia you have so that you can kill that strain with certain antibiotics. That being said, they were treating my daughter with medications for a pneumonia caused by her disability and an ability to breathe properly because her curvature of her spine was so badly that it was compressing on her lungs and would not give her full lung capacity. So they thought her pneumonia was caused by her disease. And in fact, they should have been treating her for a bacterial pneumonia, which is walking pneumonia, and they did not. So they flew her over to Arnold Palmer, and now, mind you, I was very emotional until we got to the first toll station, just before the first toll station. And I was in hysterics going to Orlando to Arnold Palmer. And there was, I want to say there was 9 to, I can't remember because we always count deer when we see them. There was either 9 or 13 deer out there. I don't remember how many there was out there. But I looked at David, and David looked at me. He said, "Look at there, honey. Look at all them peaceful, beautiful deer." Not even knowing what we're going through. I said, "You know what? That's a sign from God. We need to take away all this anxiety before we get to the hospital, because she's in his hands." So I had composed myself and got myself back to normal. Not normal, but being able to control my emotions. And we get to the hospital, and I am walking through the halls to get to her room, and I hear all these nurses laughing hysterically. And I am furious by this time. I'm like, I cannot believe they are carrying on like this with all these sick people in here, and they're just hilariously laughing. I walk in the room, and my Linda is sitting up in bed. Now, mind you, she could not hardly breathe. She could not hardly function. And she's telling them jokes. And she says to me, she says, "Mom, I told him my favorite joke." And I said, "What is that?" I'm furious at this point. She says, "The one where if you breathe oxygen in the daytime, what do you breathe at night?" I just shook my head. She says, "Nitrogen." So I talked with the doctor, and the doctor said to me, "I cannot believe that hospital over there is so incompetent. They did not run any tests. It cost $1 to run the test to find out what kind of pneumonia she has. And they almost killed her because they didn't treat her with the right type antibiotic." I said, "Oh my gosh." Now, she had been there for probably a half an hour or so. And I was just dumbfounded. I'm sorry. What did you miss, Barb? So I was pretty dumbfounded. The doctor said $1. That's all it costs to run that test to find out what kind of pneumonia she has. And it cleared it up right away. Right away. So I believe that everything happens for a reason in the way that it will best be for us. And by that happening, we were able to get into the Shriners and get her surgery so that it would free up that lung to be able to breathe better. And I don't know if I've ever told you guys this or not. She was granted a Make-A-Wish, and she wanted to go to Hawaii before she died. So they granted her a Make-A-Wish, and our whole family went to Hawaii. What a funny thing that was. My daughter, Becky, my youngest, fell and broke her wrist the night before we went, so we spent the night in the emergency room, and she went with a cast on. So it was kind of crazy, but we enjoyed ourselves. But now Linda was 11 years old, I think. No, she wasn't either. I think she was 9 years old when that happened. I don't know. I'm bad with ages. Anyway, she lived to be 33. And all because God allowed that to happen to her and put her in a predicament where she was able to get with the right doctors. Dr. Gadara was her orthopedic specialist at the Shriners. Man, that dude was the best doctor I've ever met in my life. Just absolutely wonderful doctor. Yes, I was really happy too. So I don't know where I was going with all that, but that's what happens when I'm tired and I don't feel good. I ramble sometimes. Let's see, what have I got up here I missed? Yes, there are several different strains of pneumonia, Susan. Very good. I agree with you too, Barb. I don't like to. I don't even trust my doctor. Everything he says is all because of my age. That's not true. I help people that are from 95 to 101. I mean, that's crazy. Bacterial pneumonia, meningococcal pneumonia, so many different kinds. Yep. All right. I think I'm going to get off of here and let me pray real quick with you guys. And dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the ladies coming in. Please give me strength to get through the day and do the things that I need to get done that are a must. I pray, Lord, I lift up Barb and pray that she doesn't have any pain or anything, that shingles are gone quickly, Lord. Thank you that she's healed from the crud. I just pray, Lord, that you give her some strength back and make her start feeling better, Lord. And I pray, Lord, for Susan. I pray, Lord, that you fulfill her needs also, Lord. I know that we're all not as healthy as we want to be, so I pray, Lord, for all of our healths and just give us sweet loving peace in our lives. In your name, amen. Thank you, girls. I'll try to get on Wednesday. I just have had the worst trouble with these computers and stuff, and at least I can fall back on this one, but it takes forever for it to open up and everything. So that's why I was so slow getting on today. But thank you guys for coming in, and I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. Bye bye now.